Philadelphia Eagles. With a chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. A man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Watson. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Matt Breida, 41 yards. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game.
Bridgewater's throw here complete to Kelsey.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Bridgewater now. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 45. And they get the football. They'll set a shot at their own 49-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were...
It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a huge touchdown. T.J. Logan taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Bridgewater. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. To throw on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. To throw is Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 12-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Third and long. It's Watson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tucker Roll, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Calvin Ridley, 55 yards. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Bridgewater to throw it. It's caught. Lockett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
1st and 10, Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
After the interception, here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Parks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw, Watson.
And he'll go underneath here to Breida.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Hey, watch the 9. Switch. And no timeout.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he's in for Eagles touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater.
There's Shepard. What a catch.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. He lets it fly for Lockett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
It's out, it's loose, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Thank goodness for heaters up here, and thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Green to bring it back. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Play fake, and it's Watson.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They're running it. He's coming. We got double.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Philly.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Watson, off play action. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Watson now to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Parks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the red zone now, Watson. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short game.
And this is caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Wentz to kick it off. first down throw for Bridgewater.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation. Had their eyes in one.
And now here is another interception. Picked up down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. He's going to look deep for more. A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play there for Philly. On first down, here's Breida. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, Larry. 39. Check right 39. Hey, me and you all day.
To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
2nd and 5.
They run again with Logan. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here's Lewis. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Bridgewater. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. To the air again with Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's taken down inside the 30. Bridgewater on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one one bit.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to...
And now here is another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. The Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he loses the football a second time. And the Vikings pick up the football. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here's Lewis. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their backs really against the wall now, and we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
First down, Bridgewater. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.